dozing off.
I could really go for some solitude.
What is that up there? It's like another ship or some kind of like spring? Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Oh, I can steal. I wonder how that works. I feel like some games get stealing wrong. Where it's like, you get some games where you steal even though there's no one around. Everybody knows that you stole something, which is always like, you know, kind of grating. The messages. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own, from the cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraved headstones and monograms, complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. This seems like a nightmare. Tackle, I do not know. Is there an autosave bug? I am playing for the first time, so anything on that level. Actually, speaking of, let me save it manually. Steal. I'm gonna try to steal something and see what happens. I want to see if they magically know that I stole this stuff or not. Wait, there's no one in this room, right? I was over here stealing things, not even knowing if the room was, Close the door. A bypass shut. Need that for hacking computers. Got a big area out here too of things I can interact with. There is crafting. There's crafting, I think they call it tinkering. I have a perk point available. Let's see what else I can... Oh, did I not apply that point? Oh, I gotta hold X. Okay. Now it's locked in. Yeah, there's all those RPG systems in this game. Crafting, breaking items down, hacking, stealing, you know, stealth. It's all here. Change my tracked quest so we can actually do this for him. Go to the barber shop.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
The haircuts usually come with free lectures. Relax, I'm clean. Intimidate, fine. I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
I'm going to repair my ship. Silas sent me to collect your dues. That's what I want.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Yeah, any questions that anybody has, feel free to ask away. I don't have any ideas at the moment for this man.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5, courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head. Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties. He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
What do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Why don't you treat your workers? What you're describing sounds a lot like a flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
So it seems like a company literally runs this entire business. Maybe that can be the IOU that he gives.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
I found the note. I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
Probably.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Sure, he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
I don't care. I'm just here to collect your dues. Yes.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Okay. We got that handled. I will say the writing so far, especially for the player characters, that's always the thing about Obsidian games, is like you as a person, they're really good at making the options that you have at your disposal really align with what we outside of the game world are thinking about that situation. And they do a really good job of just writing it as it is. Are these people dead or sleeping? This thing can just take the money. Doesn't say that it's stealing. I think all these people were really sick. What is happening?
I'm out! Reloading! That's one down!
What is going on?
Great company ammo!
What is she doing? She's fighting these little creatures? Like, I didn't realize that they were like hostile. Okay. That was interesting. I thought I did something. I was like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Lie. He told me everything. How long you think you'd keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Well, I'm sure it's all very tragic and heartbreaking. Pay me so I can get out of here.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
You know what? I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I wonder if I should, you know, give him up. I don't know if I'm successfully stealing everything or not. There's no, like, indicator as to, like, you know, that they're gonna detect me and go crazy. Once I go to steal... You know, 'cause when you play, like, Elder Scrolls or Fallout, you have, like, that eye that's over you, you know? Like, oh, you're gonna get caught if you steal this. So far, I haven't seen that here,
Making
so...
a mistake working for Abernathy.
Who are you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Medical.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
Okay. Several people trying to have me do some dirt for them. Now, you can't go in every building. That's good. This place is huge.
Got my sights on you.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Make it quick. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
That's fucked.
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
So this is like, this game is like a capitalist nightmare. It's like America in a like 50 or 100 years, or a syndicate, you know, where there's no more centralized government. It's all just different corporations that are running everything. Like, you found the guy who committed suicide, so you have to pay for the crime of suicide that he paid for. Like, that's crazy. Okay, but that's an interesting angle. You know, I didn't know that they were gonna have anything like that. So I'm still hunting down. Station at the guard at the landing pad southeast of Edgewater. Okay. Let's go find him. Also very very fast load times. Also, there's a lot of red dots on the map. Oh, fuck. These things aren't that cute anymore. These things aren't that cute anymore. Oh my god, they're so freaky. Jesus. Spacer's Choice automated sales units, vending machines. Hack skill 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with any associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Okay. It seems like a lot of the simple things in the game, like a lot of the mechanics of dealing with factions or selling items like this, for example, they thought of multiple ways to get around things, where most games only have the one. So, you know, obviously if you screwed up your faction, you wouldn't be able to do it, but they're allowing you the option of, you know, either get your rep up or you get your hack up, which it's always good when you have multiple gameplay avenues. I feel like that really helps out the product. And I feel like the great Western RPGs think about those kind of mechanics. Let's see what we have here. Couple swords. I'm gonna sell this spade. What can I buy? Oh, I can actually buy some armor here. I only have 87 bits. I'm not buying shit. Ooh, I can hack that terminal. Life gives you lemons. Consider it a free trial to your friend's Spacer's Choice. Unlock second story balcony door. L. Gibbs, Thompson, check up on the new Saltuna Light project. We're not interested on a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. They are interested in the idea of a lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. That is grimy. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Altoona, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in the marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Oh, this is a nightmare world that we're living in here. Oh, hold on. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, murder. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequence. Okay. Bolter pistol. Oh boy, we got a lot. Oh, hold on a second here. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got a new pistol. Why is this red? It looks really nice. Plasma bolts of the energy. Reload time, energy, plasma. Damage per minute, damage per second. Rate. Oh, dude, this is great. Look at all the stats we have here. Oh, I need these kind of stats in Destiny and in Division. But why is it red? Is it because I don't have the skill to use it? I have this new weapon. Whoa. And I have a sawed-off shotgun. So pretty excited about that. Let's go to the site. Oh, he's on the outside. You know what? Let me run around the back end here and see if I can get around to the landing pad. By just exploring everything here. Okay, so they're not all hostile. That whole area seems treacherous.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply. Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice. Designated attempting to misdirect or confuse a damage to navigation systems detected.
Combat drone. We definitely still have a lot of exploration to do. There is still a lot of like things to find. Music box. Mr. Power extendo site. Just like my favorite RPGs, just picking up a crap ton of food and drinks that I'll never actually have. I literally live for it. Wonder if I can repair that drone or that robot a little bit later on when I get some more skills.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Ludwig Miller, my favorite character in the game so far.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Bring us honor, soldier. You ever seen the... Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs.
Well, I did not mean to steal that. Oh, here we go. We got a workbench. Allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your appearance and weapons, armor. You screen for select weapon armor you want to work on. Okay, well I have this weapon. Don't really care about those basic pistols. I don't have any mods I can put on. I do have some for this weapon. Add plasma to this two-hander. Ooh, I can put it on the one-hander though. Very nice. Mods can't be recovered after installation. On second thought, let me hold off a little bit then. I did not know that was going to be a thing. You could tinker with it to increase its damage output. Repair. We can also break down. Let's do that. Let's break this down. Let's go kill that robot. Kind of feel bad, but you know, in the oncoming war between man versus machine, we can't allow the robot scum to infest our cities. Why is there so many red arrows here? I had some kind of like bullet time-ish effect there. Ethology log. Victoria mating habits. Female pet arrays leave their nesting here in the morning during the afternoon. Oh, whoever this was did not make it. Shotgun worked pretty damn good. BTW.
Searching for
Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm playing on hard. Let's see what I have for the inventory here. Let's eat this apple. And what else do I have? Bonus health. Oh man, I almost got killed there. I am really hurt. But, level up hype. Okay, I may need to start investing in my own character here so that I'm not just getting destroyed when I'm getting into combat. Okay, but I did level myself up, so that's pretty nice. Kind of want to get this to 40. If I get both of these stats to 40, I think I'll be happy. Let's get determination up. Oh, we're so close. Okay. I'm really hurt right now, so go back and talk to Ludwig. Let him know that the robot army has been dealt with. Their forward scout has been annihilated.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Makes me wonder, like, how long. He just said he's been doing this for years. So how long has he been planning this revolution against the mechanicals, the cold, heartless robots who will rise up to destroy us one day? He must have been working on it for a while. Talk to Salus and complete this quest.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger. Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually pro... Ah, void.
Okay, that quest was completed. And I think that is where I'm going to end this initial look at the Outer Worlds. I am playing it live on the Epic Store. This is the PC version. From what I've heard, the other versions of the game also run fantastic, whether you're on the Xbox, even the PS4. It is very optimized, runs smoothly, and so far the writing is top-notch. The combat is definitely a step up from Fallout. I think I'll miss VATS because it's just a fun system to use, but I like the more real-time tactical nature of how they're approaching combat. And the game's visual design, I mean, if you just take a look at it, it is fantastic looking. I had no idea the game would look so nice. So that's going to be my look at the Outer Worlds. I hope everyone enjoys it. I hope I didn't say Outer Wilds earlier. I've been getting those confused a lot, so I apologize in case I did that. And have a good day, everybody.